There's a lot of changes going on in education. Can you outline some of them?
Well, one of the major issues that we're having to face as a diocese and as the Diocesan Board of Education at the moment is setting up a trust, because a lot of the schools are feeling that the academy agenda is one that they will just not be able to resist for much longer. Some schools, what is classed as failing schools, will be forced to go into an academy trust, and other schools, because the Education Authority isn't providing the resources that they need anymore, are looking to an academy trust or an umbrella trust to be able to provide those resources for them. And I think as part of our response as a Diocesan Board of Education, we're looking at how we set up a trust and how we can support our schools through the academy process, which is very complex and very difficult.
Tell us about one of your recent school visits that you've been on.
I've had some very interesting school visits, but the one that really sticks in my mind is the visit to Elsica Church of England school. I took part in the assembly. I explained to them what the bishop's staff, the bishop's crozier, was all about, and we went into church to do that. And then we went back into the school where I met the staff and had a good chat with them. But the really interesting thing was we went round each of the classrooms in turn, and the children all had an opportunity to ask questions, anything they really wanted to ask. And as you'll know, children ask some of the most interesting questions. They were all fascinated about how old I was. I think it's something to do with the grey hair. So they were wondering about I think they thought I was as old as Methuselah. But one child, and this is why I remember it, one child asked a very particular question, and to this day I'm still not sure whether he's going to be a future Archbishop of Canterbury or some mad crazed man who's trying to take over the world, because his question to me was, would the world come to an end if there were no bishops? Well, of course it would for me, of course, but I'm not too sure about the rest of the world anyway. So it was a fantastically fun visit there.
Is Christianity in danger of losing its foothold with regards to the formation of children?
I don't think so. I mean, there's been a lot of reports about this in the past, and as you know, it's a big debate in society at the moment. I mean, I think Christian schools are still doing very well. They're very strong and very well supported in their communities. And we find that lots of parents are wanting their children to go to church schools, particularly because of the ethos, not necessarily the Christian faith that's taught, but they like the Christian ethos within the school and the sense of order and discipline and good citizenship that the Christian ethos actually provides within those environments. So yes, I think we've got a challenge, and I think we have to proclaim the Christian gospel in appropriate ways within our church schools as well as in society at large. But I think we're holding our own, and we're still well supported.
How can the diocese support church schools better?
I think it goes back to what I was saying a few moments ago, really. I think with the demise of many education authorities, church schools are looking to the diocese, firstly to provide the ongoing pastoral support that we've always provided for our schools. But I think now they're going to be looking for much more of the sort of administration and management issues that they need to deal with. So, for example, as they're going down this path of setting up the academy, I think they will be looking to the diocese to provide school improvement, to provide religious education advice and guidance, matters to do with the wider curriculum. But they'll also need management expertise in handling payroll and TUPE and those sorts of things, which most of our primary schools don't have the resources to provide on their own. So they're looking to the diocese to do that. And as you probably know, we've just recently employed a new director of education, and his role is specifically going to be working with the schools on these strategic matters for the future.